Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, we're going to talk about a Tesla Model 3, how you can get the deal on it that is only available for a limited time, show you real numbers on how that $299 payment actually structures out with taxes, fees, and everything. And actually, why I kind of feel like it is actually a fantastic deal if you're looking to get your feet wet into a brand new Tesla. So we're going to get into that plus a variety of topics. But before we do that, let's roll that intro really quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla deal hacking, as I like to call it. And if you want to send me a question, you can send it at my Patreon group down below in the description. And today's live stream is partnered with Mint Mobile, where you can save money on your mobile phone plan for as low as $15 a month, but more on that later. So you might be wondering, like, if you go to Tesla's website, they've got this Model 3 deal, $299 a month with $1,000 down. And what's interesting with this is if you click into it, it actually says that this is available for a limited time and could be going away at any moment. To give you some reference, it has been around for, I want to say, over a month now at this point. I think it rolled out in March. And so it hasn't gone away yet, even though the 0% offer that was on the Model 3 went away completely. And this actually isn't that bad of a deal if you look at the interest rates, where we're going to show you all the different numbers in just a little bit in terms of like how much down payment, real numbers, taxes, fees, and everything for California. And also the most important thing, which is the interest rate on this type of deal here. And so on top of that, we'll go through some of the different inventory discounts that are out right now, because Model 3 does have discounts anywhere up to $2,700 off a all-wheel drive long range. And of course, performance goes all the way up to $4,500. In fact, if you want to see all the best deals that we found on Model 3 specifically, you can see that at our best deals spreadsheet down below in the description, where we're tracking Model 3 deals. Because Model Y, there's actually, I mean, by the time I can post it on here, it's selling pretty quickly. So it's almost like not even worth it for Model Y at this point. But every once in a while, we do see like Model Y deals go from like $5,000 to $8,000 off. So it's still around. And the cool thing with this is that this is before the Tesla referral code discount, just like the one down below in the description, where you can save up to $1,000 off of a Tesla vehicle. And it does work for Model Y Juniper discounts. It does, well, sorry, it doesn't give you a discount, but it does give credit to the person's referral link that you're using. So if you do use it, you'll be supporting the channel, and I thank you for that on top of that. But taking a look at like the Model 3 lease deal, this is what you came to take a look at, and you want to see the actual numbers on what's like the actual real numbers on here. We'll shout out to RX78, who was in our Discord group, asked him some questions and posted their deal down below. We can see real numbers on a Tesla lease, and most of these are going to be the same in terms of like the fees, because yes, leasing could have a lower interest rate, which we're going to show you in just a second, which is lower than that 5.49% in which you would be financing. But there are fees like disposition fee. What that is, it's a $395 fee that you pay at the end of the lease. There's also an acquisition fee that we're not showing, or it's not shown here right now, but that's what you pay at the beginning of the lease, and it's up $725. Leasing is a good workaround if you're someone that makes too much money, like makes over the income limits of 150K single or 300K married. Then yes, you could use this to try and get that 7,500, because leasing, everybody gets the 7,500, and you can see it itemized on the actual lease contract and everything. But what's really interesting with this is that Tesla went in the opposite direction. Most manufacturers, I feel like, go with like a 36-month lease and show you a lower payment with down payment and everything. But Tesla put a 2-year lease on this, and that's why I really feel like this is a good lease. Like if you just want to get your feet wet, if you really want the Model Y Juniper refresh, but you know, you also want a deal on one, and there really isn't a deal on the Model Y Juniper refresh at all, but if you really want it and you need it, but you need a vehicle right now, this 2-year Model 3 lease long range real wheel drive is a fantastic deal. And here's what the actual real payments look like. So this is a Santander lease, so you cannot buy out a a Santander lease, it must be a Tesla lease. And with the real amount due at signing, $2,000 down, which, I mean, if you buy any car, you're going to be putting some sort of amount down, anywhere from 10% to 20%. I mean, you could potentially get zero down financing, but that is very rare, and you have to really have good stellar credit if you're able to do that as well. But $2,000 down, 24-month lease, 10,000 miles a year at a monthly payment of $374 a month, which actually is I mean, that's the lowest payment I've seen in a long time with that minimal amount down on a Tesla lease at 24 months, 10,000 miles a year. And so, I mean, I feel like this is a real number, which, I mean, you could use the payment calculator on the website, but at the same time, that could be a semi-accurate, but showing a real number like this is hopefully gives you guys some insight, or gives you all some insight, especially in the California market, where California is one of the higher places to buy a vehicle, more expensive. So if you're in other states, it could be a little bit lower than this as well. But let us know what your thoughts are. Let us know what you're thinking. And now to our most favorite part, inventory discounts. Like here's one right here, inventory long range all-wheel drive, $2,710 off. It's actually the most discounted Tesla Model 3 in the country that we could find, and there's actually two of them at $2,710 off. But here's why Tesla is doing an attractive offer of $1,000 or $2,000 at $299 a month, or $1,000 at $299 a month. If you take a look at the competition, there is a ton of other vehicles in this space as well with attractive payments. I mean, Ioniq 6, $251 a month with $2,600 due outside. Ioniq 5, $282 a month. Aria, Nissan RES, $263 a month. So the competition is getting pretty strong for Tesla vehicles, and that's why Tesla is offering an attractive offer at $299 a month at $1,000 down. But hopefully that clears it up. If you have any questions on it, let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. And other news, some really cool things to see, some real videos as captured by people that are, of course, Joe flying his drone in Tesla Gigafactory, Texas. You can see Model Ys are starting to drive around and deliver themselves to inventory lots within the Tesla Gigafactory lot. So pretty cool to see that in real use, because it's one thing to see a marketing video for it, it's another thing to get Joe to actually capture this. And so very interesting to see with no human. On top of that, the new Model Y has acoustic installation placed around the wheel arches to aid in road noise. Really cool capture to find. It seems like they found this in the Chinese market, and that's probably why the Model Y is so freaking quiet when you're driving around, almost Model X quiet, depending on what types of roads you're actually taking a look at here. And here's another article from Paul Foss, one of our friends on the channel. He was able to check out a Waymo versus the Tesla full self-driving. So definitely check it out. Really interesting conclusion thoughts at the end. And now it makes me really want to jump into a Waymo and see how the difference is with that versus the other ones that are out there. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump in to the live stream comments. So you've been shopping for a Tesla recently, but the monthly payment has probably got you rethinking your budget. Instead of sacrificing and cutting back on a brand new Tesla and getting your dream car, why not save on your monthly phone bill? And that's where our partner Mint Mobile comes into play here. We've also been thinking about getting a new Tesla, and constantly I like looking at our bills, monthly subscriptions, trying to see where we can cut back. Things like Netflix, YouTube Premium, and much more. And that's where I've been able to save on my monthly phone plan by going to Mint Mobile. Mint Mobile offers premium wireless for just $15 a month, and you can get high-speed data and unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network. You can bring your own phone along with your current number and existing contacts. It's really easy to switch service thanks to digital eSIM cards, which most of you now have. You can sign up and activate immediately right on your phone from the comfort of your home. If your phone doesn't have an eSIM, Mint will ship you a new SIM card for free, and it only takes 15 minutes. As you guys know, we've been traveling a lot pretty recently, so using Mint Mobile's mobile hotspot with our laptop has been pretty crucial and a game changer. So if you want to save money without the sacrifice, go to trymintmobile.com/DennisCW, also linked in the description, to get premium wireless starting at $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan. Thank you to Mint Mobile for partnering with us, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Jack, thanks for coming in. And Betty, great to see you. Jack, picking up my new Model Y tomorrow at 3. How early do you think I can show up to get it? So, Jack, you can actually message them and say, like, hey, can I come a little bit earlier, like 12 o'clock or even 10 a.m.? That other Model Y delivery that I went to in the Carlsbad area when I went with a friend, actually, it was supposed to be at 3 o'clock, and he messaged them like the day before, or like I think a few days before actually, and said, hey, can we come at 12 o'clock instead? So, maybe definitely check that out and see if you can message them to bring it up. Betty, 7 Model Ys available in Knoxville. Interesting. The new Model Ys as well. What's interesting with that is they're not posting them on the inventory websites. And so we're waiting to see when that actually happens, because I bet we're going to see some inventory Tesla Model Ys, the new ones, posted on Tesla's website. And once it's posted on a website, it's only a matter of time before we start to see some discounts after that. Betty, does the Model 3 Performance have that weapon? The HEPA filtration feature? It actually doesn't. So that's a big feature that if you're someone that's susceptible to like air quality, that could be a big feature on why the Model Y is just a little bit better than the Model 3. I mean, there's a lot of other reasons why you would want a Model Y in terms of space, a little bit more space. It's not that much bigger, but HEPA filter is a big one as well. And so it does not have one. Test drove a Model Y on Saturday. Very nice. Yeah, indeed. It is very, very nice. If you were to compare the two against each other, or really any Tesla vehicle, they have done really good improvements with that. In this next topic, the US Senate has proposed a new USA Cars Act. And it seems like there's a couple things that you need to be aware about. And one thing is maybe this could bring that tax deductible interest loan for vehicles made in the US. Car Dealership Guy posted this. Senator and former auto dealer Bernie Moreno just introduced the USA Car Act. If passed, the bill would make auto loan interest tax deductible, but only for US assembled vehicles. So maybe Tesla would be included in this. Think mortgage style deductions for your next car, which I hope that's not the case, because mortgage style deductions, I mean, the standard deduction is already so high at like $29,000. If that's the case, I feel like most people might not be able to take advantage of this, which would kind of suck. So if they make this separate to that, that would be very nice. The goal: boost American manufacturing, help buyers offset rising costs, but there's a catch. To qualify buyers, we need to itemize their taxes, which most Americans don't. Exactly. The deduction may not reach all buyers, but it shows lawmakers are starting to grapple with how unaffordable new cars have become. Yeah, 100%. And hopefully they don't loop any sort of like killing of the 7,500 tax credit included in this, and they keep that separate. But I have a bad feeling maybe they will. I don't know how these things kind of work, but maybe that could be added on with that. And we don't want that 7,500 tax credit go away, because yesterday we talked about don't buy a Tesla Model Y, but that is one thing. If you're worried about that 7,500 tax credit disappearing, it might be worth trying to snag a Model Y now, whether it's the new one, because if you lose that 7,500, it wouldn't be worth any sort of discount with that. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Now that you've ordered your brand new Tesla Model Y Juniper, it's time to take it to the next level. That's where our partner Jowua comes into play here. Jowua has everything you need, from phone mounts, mobile connectors, center consoles that I highly recommend to fit the new Model Y and every Tesla vehicle out there. And on top of that, you can use our promo code down below in the description to save even more money. And the best part is there's free shipping if you reach over a certain limit. My top 3 accessories that I recommend is a phone mount. It's super crucial, that can charge your phone. The center console is highly recommended as well, because a Tesla does not come with it at all. And my newest favorite accessory is the invisible under mount sunglass holder area, storage area, that also has a camera mount as well. So why wait for Tesla to make these accessories? Get yours now at Jowua, link down below in the description, and save some money and support the channel while you're at it. Thank you to Jowua for partnering with us, and let's get on to the next video. Thanks for that, everyone. And let's see. Base fraud. Is the 2023 Model Y much better over the 2020 Model Y Performance? Those are kind of like the same in my opinion. I know 2023 had a suspension upgrade, so I would probably recommend driving both. But if you're comparing performance, both of those are going to ride more harsher than a long range at the end of the day. Lavendi, I'm on an overnight demo of a refresh as we speak. What an awesome car. Yeah, 100%. It's one of those things like you got to like sit in it for a longer than 15 minutes to actually understand. And you have to kind of go back and forth between an older Tesla and a new one to really feel all the different upgrades, the quiet upgrades, the build quality upgrades, and most importantly to me, the suspension comfort upgrades. Lakshmi, when do you think Model Y rear wheel drive will come out? Do you see rear-wheel drive better than all-wheel drive? Rear-wheel drive will definitely have more range. When do I think it's coming out? Probably quarter 3 at this point, or maybe even next month. It kind of all depends on how sales is doing, from my opinion. Like if we take a look at the new Model Y ordering page, let's just take a look at it today, because yesterday we were seeing anywhere from like 1 to 4 weeks ETA for deliveries. And yeah, it still says 1 to 3 weeks. If this goes to like 1 to 2 months, then we know demand is off the charts and we probably won't see a rear wheel drive. If this keeps staying at like 1 to 3 weeks or even like 1 week, I have a couple friends that ordered a new Model Y and some of them got the VIN, some of them didn't, some of them have a VIN plus a delivery date later this month. And so it's a fluid situation for sure. But if this gets pushed out to 1 to 2 months, we're not seeing a rear wheel drive anytime soon. If it doesn't, if it stays on what we're seeing right here with this 1 to 3 weeks, and if we start to see inventory pop up on the inventory pages, then we are definitely going to get some sort of rear wheel drive launching in the near future, if what I'm thinking. Michael, I just got a rear wheel drive for $380 a month, red with white lease. I am happy. Tesla Model 3. Yes, that was our first topic we talked about. You can get a very nice deal on a new Model 3 rear-wheel drive, and I would almost recommend it because this interest rate, if you calculate it, is 3.14%. The money factor, which is also known as interest rate on a lease, is relatively low compared to like the 5.49% on a financing of a Tesla vehicle. And so this is real payments, real Tesla Model 3, real down payment, $2,000 out of pocket, and $374 a month. And for a 24-month lease, 10,000 miles, great starter vehicle just to get your feet wet if you're brand new to the Tesla brand. And of course, don't forget to use a Tesla referral code just like the one down below in the description so you can save up to $1,000 off of a Tesla vehicle. Krishna, I'm planning on buying a Model Y Juniper. Do you want me to wait? I need a vehicle now, and I see inventory available in Georgia. How are you guys seeing these inventory vehicles for Model Y? Oh, is it right here? Ah, that's true. I forgot about this. Thank you for that. So I guess demand isn't there because I forgot they're not putting like the new Model Ys on the inventory page. So good point, Betty, and good point, Krishna, for that. I mean, you got to know what you're getting into. It is a straight MSRP deal. Like you're not really going to be getting any sort of discount on it. You're not getting a favorable interest rate. We know these are kind of tools that Tesla has in their back pocket to essentially push these vehicles out. And so if you're okay with that, I mean, the upside is what, like a 0% interest rate, maybe even a 2.99% interest rate, and maybe $1,000 to $5,000 off. I could realistically see that in the next 6 months. And so if you're okay with foregoing some of those incentives, because I would hate for you to buy right now and then in 3 months you see, a video pop out and we're saying like $5,000 off Model Ys, and you're like, ooh, maybe I should have waited. But if $5,000 is worth more to you now to get a vehicle now, then maybe that's a different value at the end of the day. What's the best site to get the most value for my car? Base, great question. Most likely CarMax, Carvana, your local mom and pop dealer, third-party dealers that have good reviews, really stressing the good reviews. And I personally like, in terms of just getting a value really quickly, Car Buyer USA, because you can just put in the values of the vehicle really quickly. Like actually, we're going to talk about Cybertruck later this video. And I'm just curious, like let's just put in Cybertruck because these values are absolutely tanking. Let's put like 20,000 miles because that's usually what it is. And actually, we'll come back to this after this, but very interesting. And so those are like my good starting points, but I always will give that third party dealer, as long as they've got good reviews, a chance to try and match or even beat it, because that's how you get the most maximum value. And like they could write you a check for whatever it is. In this next topic, we've got real numbers of Tesla battery loss after 150,000 miles. And the number might actually surprise you, but I don't know. Do you think this is too much of a degradation loss of battery range and everything? Let's take a look at it. Shout out to Kyle and Out of Spec Studios. They tested their 2019 Model 3 with 150,000 miles on it. And so a couple things to note here. This is way past the battery warranty. The battery warranty is like at want to say 8 years, 120,000 miles. So this one is out of that warranty. And I guess from the video, they were able to find out it is a 19% degradation loss. And I want to know, is that too much loss in your opinion? I mean, if you had an iPhone or any electronic device for, I mean, well, how many years is that? 5 years? It's not going to have 100% battery capacity no matter what. But I guess the one thing that kind of sucks here is that, I mean, that's not below their threshold for Tesla. Tesla is 30% loss within that warranty, 8 years, 120,000 miles. And so this one would not be a warranty claim. But the cool thing is you could swap out, you could buy a remanufactured battery for, whatever the cost may be, and throw it into that. And that's where our podcast partner Chip at Hybrid and Electric Car Sales actually does those type of swaps in Nashville or Knoxville, Tennessee. And so if you're looking to check out our podcast where we dive into the new, used, and also repair side, because he actually does the repairs himself and also sells electric vehicles. So definitely check out our podcast on YouTube and also Spotify as well. But let us know, what do you think about this 19% degradation loss? I think, yeah, it's a little bit on the high side, but it's going to be happening no matter what. And I mean, the cool thing is, like, I want to know what other types of things that have happened to this vehicle. What are the issues? What are the maintenance costs? Because if batteries is the biggest cost that you have after like 10 years, whichever, then maybe it might not be that bad as well. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. Fight Tick, I spotted a Model Y Juniper today. Nice. Congrats. Chris, I lease an older Model Y at the excellent lease rate you shared on the show. I don't have a YouTube channel or business to do discounts, so I secured and made the deal, and I could not refuse. Nice, congrats. Yeah, that was like a 1% interest rate, so really good deal. I'm really kind of confused why Tesla literally put the clearance button on all those Model Ys. And I guess they just wanted to push those out completely. Upon really hoping to jump on CT in the next couple of years, I know the storm of political nonsense is going to blow over. Fads aren't permanent, so it'd be great to collect her in a long run. And good segue, because we're going to talk about CTs very, very, very soon in this next topic. In this next topic, there's been some insane prices for Tesla Cybertruck. The market is crashing pretty heavily. And when I saw this, I thought it was almost like a joke or like a meme or whatever it is. But take a look at this. Carvana is offering $54,000 on a 2024 Tesla Cybertruck. I mean, this is what, 1 year old, 2 years old at this point? So it makes sense in terms of luxury depreciation, because this truck would have been $100,000 brand new, and it has lost about 50% valuation in 2 years. Shout out to Dirty Tesla for posting this. My Tesla Cybertruck has lost 50% of its value in 1 year. Absolutely crazy. And on top of that, I mean, here's an even lower offer, $52,000. Here's another one, $51,000. Pretty crazy to see. And here's another one at $56,000. So I would imagine, I mean, shout out to Eddie for posting this, we're going to see some used Tesla Cybertruck because markets keep going down. I mean, take a look at some Model S's and Model X's. Some of them are in the 20, 30, 40K range. We're going to see some Cybertruck, used Cybertruck specifically, maybe even in that 40 to 50K range by the end of this year. Taking a look at cars.com, we can see the cheapest Cybertruck for sale right now is $70,000. So it kind of makes sense because that wholesale value 54, Carvana just does not want to take a risk on it at all. Taking a look at the auction values, because we do have access to some of this, we can see like the all-wheel drives are still kind of hovering in this like $70,000 to $69,000 price range. So Carvana offering that much, though, is a little bit very, very low at the end of the day. But in terms of switching to the Cyber Beast, we can see Cyber Beast in that $80K price range. But either way, I still envision, because if a cheaper Cybertruck gets released later this year, that's definitely going to be putting some pressure on the used market. But now I'm curious, like Car Buyer USA, let's put in this 20,000 mile Tesla Cybertruck and see what it actually offers. Okay, so nice, actually respectable, a lot higher than that Carvana offer at $62,000. But let us know. I mean, would you buy a Cybertruck at $56,000 if you were able to get your hands on a my 2024. I mean, also think about this is like a foundation series 2024, which is a massive value at the end of the day. But let us know what your thoughts on it. Let us know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the live stream comments. But one thing's for sure, if you're buying a new Tesla, it does not come with this, and that's a set of all-weather floor mats. My favorite set so far right now is a set by 3W Liners, and I've tried all the different floor mats that are out there: 3D Mats USA, Tasmanian, and a bunch of Amazon ones, and by far these are going to be my favorite set. I've got them in our Model X, Model 3, Model Y, and also Cybertruck as well. And if you use our promo code down below in the description, not only will you save 25% off and get a set under $100, you'll support the channel as well. So definitely check out our partner 3W Liner floor mats down below in the description, and let's get on to the next topic. Thanks for that, everyone. Betty, what's the average price on the new Model 3 Performance battery? I actually don't know on the Model 3 Performance, but I know like long ranges, from what you're asking, let's see, base rod, it starts at like $6,000 to $7,000 for like a remanufactured one, and it goes up from there. And so it's definitely possible. And there's, I mean, as more and more electric vehicles come into the space, more Tesla vehicles, more shops, more people are offering where you can put in basically a refurbished battery into it. And actually, we talk about on our podcast with Chip, because he actually does those himself or has service technicians to actually do them. So definitely check it out. And his shop is Hybrid and Electric Vehicle Sales in Tennessee. I-90, thank you for what you do. No, thank you, I-90. Thanks for dropping by. Thanks for hitting the like button. RC, getting close to the original advertised price. Good point, RC, on the Cybertruck. Yeah, because like the original price was $39,990 for the lowest price, and I bet we get there by the end of this year. Betty, Chip needs to do a podcast from his business. Great advertising. Yeah, I mean, that's like the first step. He does have this YouTube channel where he does like jumps into the actual processes. And so we're working together to try and get that launched or the podcast launched. And so definitely check it out if you want to give it a listen, because it's really cool to hear his perspective on everything on the service and use side of all of this. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hitting the like button in the comments and everything. And I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.